What's up, guys? Brent Hess here with Cagezilla Unchained, brought to you by the Wild Style Network. We are here with our exciting co-main event on Cagezilla 84, April 26th here, coming up right around the corner. He's our 155-pound title fight, Wilson, the Mayan King, Melgar. How you doing today, my man? Thank you for joining us.
Doing real well. I'm doing real well. How you guys doing?
Awesome, man. Awesome. Thanks for taking some time. Now, the Mayan King, let's start here. Where did you, I like to see, where did you get that fight name, man? Just give it to us.
So it's crazy because as I was looking for a fight name, well, my ethnicity is Guatemalan. So, the
Okay.
history behind Guatemala, Central America, Mayans, Aztec, whatnot. It just clicked in my head. It was originally gonna be the Mayan warrior, but pretty sure somebody already took that, so I want to be authentic. And I was like, let me be the Mayan King. I'll take
Yeah.
the Mayan King. Rep my country, rep the ancestors and everybody. That was my plan. So hopefully, I live up to the name, which so far I have.
And it's catchy, man. It
Yeah.
plays off the Lion King a little bit too, right?
It does. It does. People was like, "Oh, the Lion King." I was like, "No, the Mayan King." The Mayan King. You have a few people out there, the Lion King already.
That's awesome, man. Now, I know who you are, but give our Cagezilla audience a chance to get to know you a little bit. Give us a little bit about your background, maybe your history in sports, and maybe kind of what ultimately led to your journey in MMA.
So I'm gonna start when I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, I started my journey Taekwondo. Did that for a little bit, and as well, I left the fighting scene when I was young because I chased football. So as I did football, I also discovered wrestling. So throughout my middle school and high school, I did football, I did wrestling, and after it, I kind of fell off the road with it, and few bumps and bruises on the road, and eventually around 2021, 2022 summer, I was told, Wilson, you got to do something with my life, and I chose, originally I did jujitsu. Did a lot of camps with that, and I started leaning towards Muay Thai. I fought under the TCB promotion a few times, and then when I told myself, I was like, it's about that time, I transitioned to MMA, and so far having the success in it.
Yeah, man. No, you definitely have been. And one thing, I commentated your last fight in MMA, and what a fight it was. We'll get there in a second. But I heard in your post-fight interview, you thanked your coaches, you thanked your family, and you said a couple people by name, and you said, "This is for us too." Tell us a little bit about maybe some of your powerful influences and people that have kind of helped you along the way to get to where you are, because I always like to capture that from you guys.
When I say it's for us, I'm not just specifically saying, oh, my gym, my family, whatnot. This is just for the people. This is for the people that, fell off the road a little bit, trying to do good. Everybody has good and bads in their life. And, gave him that, I went through something in my life, not proud of it. And I want to tell him, like, look, no matter what you go through in life, this belt is not just for me, not for the gym, not just for my family, for everybody that's going through it. There's always a way out of everything. You could be a full-time worker, a full-time whatever, you know what I mean? And me, I represent the blue collar industry as well. I'm a blue collar worker. Been doing it since I could remember. I represent them because you got iron workers, concrete workers, asphalt workers, whatever. I represent them as well because what they say is construction is people for broken dreams, and I want to break that shit. And I was like, no, it's not. It's for people that are willing to go through the sacrifice to get what they want. So
Right.
not just only that, but I also represent, um, the immigrants that come to this country, hardworking people. My mother came here as well. My father came here as well. If they didn't come here, the Mayan King would not be here.
Yeah.
I represent just overall everything through hardship, through struggles, through everything, through hustle, everything through the hustle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I could feel that coming off of you in that post-fight speech, and that's why I wanted to know, and I wanted to hear it directly from the Mayan King. what you meant by when you said this is for us, because I felt like that was a powerful statement from you, and you really meant that. So speaking of that fight, that was our first ever 165 pound super lightweight title fight. You are the super lightweight champion. It's a unique weight class, you know. I mean, some of the UFC guys, welterweights and lightweights, probably wish it existed in the UFC, right?
Yeah.
But at Cagezilla, of course, we giving it to you. But one thing I really observed doing the live commentary, man, is your ability, your poise, and your ability to stay patient and kind of pick your shots amongst a tough opposition in straight. What were some of your big takeaways from that fight?
Well, like you said, I couldn't really say I took my time. I chose my targets. If you break down the human body, it's just very specific parts of the body that hurts to get hit. And, that's what I aim for. I aim for what can possibly slow down a human. And, for me, I like leg kicks. I like striking to the body. I like striking to the head. I overall like to work everywhere where people don't normally get hit. So that's what I normally aim for. Even in the fight, where Straight had me in the cage, he was just throwing fire at me, and I'm not scared to throw in the fire as well back.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch you when you least expect it.
Yeah, no, that was a heck of a fight, man, and the way you guys embraced kind of after the fight, showing respect for each other, that was commendable as well. You, of course, coming away with that big win. Now, at 155 pounds, possibly the right weight class for you. I think moving into the pros, you're the co-main event, April 26th, in search of double champ status. Being our super lightweight champion now currently. You're up against a tough opponent though, CJ Goon. He's coming off an impressive KO win here, a month or two ago here in February. Tell us, Wilson, what you know about him, if anything. I know he's probably got a lot more footage out there, but tell us what you know about him and what kind of energy you're bringing into Cagezilla 84 here.
Well, for one, I was actually there that night. I was actually cornering the Pies brothers, former 155 champion, his older brother. So I was there to actually watch the fight. Okay. And me, I didn't expect it to be him, but what I can see, he's a powerful dude, respectable power. It's nothing I haven't seen in sparring. It's nothing new to me. It's just, I respect the power. I respect him. Everything at the end of the day is respect. At the end of the day, we're going to go to war. It's not fighting. For me, it's not fighting. We're warriors. This is prime time, gladiator time. That's how I treat it. This is battle time. Yeah. So if he brings that pressure, then I'll bring the pressure right back. At the end of the day, we're closing that cage, and win or lose, go out there with my shield or come back on it. That's right, man. Double champ, man. Going for that double champ status. Yeah. That's beautiful. And something new we're adding in is from our Cagezilla fan zone. Some of these fans online, they got some questions for you athletes. They look up to you guys, and they're like, man, I really want to know this or that. So we're collecting that from our social medias and passing them along to you guys here on our Cagezilla Unchained interviews. Here's the question, man. What's a daily routine look like for you when getting ready for a fight? Well, on a regular daily basis, I wake up at 6, clock in at 7, work till 3. After that, relax. I also coach my own Muay Thai class, so I teach the kids beginner. So from 6 to 7 and 7 to the rest of the night, I'm training 4 hours a night. After 12-hour shift, 13 hours, doesn't matter, 10-hour shift, I'm getting to it. It's just an unstoppable hustle at this point. Yeah, man, you have no time for distractions, it sounds like, and you are really embracing that life. And man, to work a whole day and then go into training and to be able to power through that week after week, you really got some good energy behind you, man. Now, before we leave, I always like to collect a quote or a motto, maybe something that's empowered you, something you've read, maybe something your coaches have shared with you, or something you kind of live by, and maybe you can pass that along to our audience and also empower them. So from the Mind King himself, I've said this quote to myself. I made up this quote. Fear is an option, not death. That's what I go by every day. It's what I wake up to. It's what I tell myself every day during practice, during work. Fear is an option, not death.
Fear is an option, not death.
Yeah.
Is that the quote? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know. I like that. I like that, man. And so really the last thing before we leave, because man, you got a really bright future, I think, in this sport. Give us a way that we can follow you, show you a little love online, whether that be your social medias. If you want to give out a shout out to your team and your team's social medias, coaches, anything like that. Now's the time to do that, please.
Yeah, so big shout out to Chantilly MMA, big shout out to Little Giant Muay Thai, big shout out to my coach, Coach Frankie, been there since the beginning, and also shout out to Master Sugi for letting me represent his gym, for entrusting me to go in there and bring more to everybody, not just the Guatemalan spirit, but the Mongolian spirit as well.
That's right. That Mongolian spirit's tough, man. We have a couple Mongolian boxers in the Champions League boxing, man, and they're tough, man. They're tough, tough ethnicity.
Warriors.
Yeah. And give us a way that we can follow you, man, and show you a little some likes, some shares and things like that online.
If you guys want to come out, show love to my profile, it's going to be _MindKing_. Again, _MindKing_. Check out there, follow me, I'll follow back. Message me, doesn't matter. And yeah, let's get it popping.
Perfect. All right. Well, hey, Wilson, thank you, my man. I know you got tons of stuff going on between training and work and everything you got. So I appreciate you taking a little time to join us here today. I'm really looking forward to this co-main event. I think it's going to be an electric title fight here coming up here on Cagezilla 84. I hope training and everything continues to go awesome for you. You stay healthy. And thank you once again for joining us today, my man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you, Cagezilla.
All right, guys, there you have it. Wilson, the Mayan King Melgar, will be our co-main event on Cagezilla 84 coming up here April 26th. Make sure you guys are picking up tickets at CagezzillaTickets.com. You don't want to miss this one. Until next time, thank you for joining us today. Much love and respect. We'll see you guys all very soon.